Overseas?
Me.
Okay, how many have we got from Britain? Can we get an auditory woo? Woo! Woo! From Greece? Hey, or yeah. Poland?
Hey!
Norway? Yeah. Hey, alright. Okay, what have we missed?
Sweden.
Sweden, yeah. Okay.
Belgium.
Yeah, Belgium. Yeah, okay, fantastic. Okay. Yeah, fair play to everybody. I hope you all have a really nice time here. We want to thank also our sponsors this year, A1200.net, who are making some really interesting replacements, cases, keycaps, tank mics, all kinds of things. We'll have a talk with one of those guys later and find out what it is they're doing at the moment. But you can replace so many parts of your Amiga now that it's like Trigger's broom. We've also got Aeon sponsoring us, and they're going to be here in a while, and hopefully they'll have a few goodies to sell. Commodore The Inside Story, David's book, they're sponsoring us, and RetroReady, RetroReady.one, the new Amiga and Commodore website. So they're our sponsors this year, and we're very thankful.
And something that we want to say to everyone who's here today is the day goes very, very, very quickly. And before you know it, you're packing up going home, but should talk to him, should talk to him, should talk to her. So do make time to go around, meet new people, talk to people, to make friends, because that's what the Amiga is all about, kind of making connections with something we all love. So be sure to talk to each other and to get to know more people, and talk to at least one person you don't know over the weekend.
Absolutely. And tomorrow especially is going to be pretty busy in here, so you know, just have a wander around. If you're doing workshops tomorrow, get to know who's doing the workshop, and sort of make yourself known to them. We've got a couple of games competitions going on as well. So especially the Sensible World Soccer competition. The early rounds probably be best to get done today, so that so there's a bit of free time tomorrow, and with people doing different things, it can sometimes be a bit tricky to get it all done in time. So we'll be starting that today. So keep an eye on that, and if you want to take part in that, Kenny's your man. So go and talk to him.
Yeah, tomorrow he's going to be busy, so get started. Let's move on to the next section. Right, a new Mortal Kombat movie is in the works. That looks very promising, and that came in from Galway Gamer's commentary, and we've got a link to where you can follow Galway Gamer and all his latest gaming news.
If you've probably seen it on the Facebook groups and in the various forums, but there's a Papercraft Amiga 500 that Rocky Bergen has introduced. It's a really nice looking thing, and you can download the paper files for that, print it, and make your own little Amiga 500, complete with the monitor and everything. It's a lovely little thing. Yeah, you can blow it up if you want. Yeah, have a full size one. Yeah.
And all of our workshop hosts are here, or they're either here now or they're going to be here very soon. So if you're attending the workshop, talk to them in advance. The lads already mentioned already, but do try and talk to people who are in your workshop and just get to know them, so you're a bit more comfortable with what you're doing in their workshop. So I think Rob's going to go through who's doing the workshops.
So where's Daniel? Where's Daniel? There he's over in the corner there. Daniel's doing.
Put your hands up there, Daniel, so we can see.
Daniel's doing a GoTech workshop. Neil Cafferty is going to be doing an Eros workshop. I don't think he's here yet, but when he does get here, you can't miss him because he's about 7 foot tall. So yeah, he's definitely not here yet.
Lightwave 3D will be with Wanted. Where's Clear Plus? There we go. Yeah.
There we go.
Lightwave 3D. Excellent.
And Amy Berry is with Demetrius. Here in the middle.
Yep. We also have a raffle for an Amiga 500. So, and this is my donation to the place. But it's a very nice 500. It's in pretty good shape. It's boxed, and it has the early style keyboard with the red LEDs. So it's a kind of a sought after one. 6.8 motherboard. It's all working perfectly, and there's a 512K RAM expansion in there. There's a zip stick. There's a mouse, power supply. It's a good little bundle. So yeah. There you go. The tickets available from Ashley on the door there, and we'll be pushing that through the whole weekend.
Yeah, stuff.
But this is basically to raise money for the running of this, and basically sort of going towards funds for the next year's meetup, basically. So yeah, it's all we're not pocketing it, we're not spending it on beer. So buy loads of tickets.
How much are tickets for people to buy?
Ashley knows how much the tickets are. I can't remember. It's something like
€2 each.
Something like that,
Something
and then
like
you can
that,
get a line for a $5 or something. Yeah. Ashley McPhillian. She's the brains of the operation. Let's move on to the gaming section.
So we've got a few gaming competitions today. First of all, we have Sensible World of Soccer. I'm running that. We've done it for the last couple of years. I won it last year and the year before. So
Thanks.
Yeah, fix, yeah. So I know I've got a target on my head. I've already a few tough games. So if you want to play, there is a board here. We can sign up your name for that. We also going to have a Speedball 2 competition. Anyone play Speedball 2? Yeah. Woo! Great, good stuff. We're going to have a competition run by Alessandro. That's going to start tomorrow, I think, is it? The Speedball 2.
Alessandro's on his way, so it'll probably start tonight when we get back from the restaurant.
But there's also a list here of Speedball 2, so if you want to stick your name down for Speedball 2, we can get a section going there.
Yeah, and then we've got a couple of C64 games as well. So we've got Paper Plane, which was a popular one last year. So Daniel's running that competition. Daniel over there in the corner again. And we've got Tower of Rubble with Thomas, and we'll be having that competition tomorrow. The prize for that is a physical copy of the actual game from the developer. So yeah, that'll be an interesting one to look at as well. It looks like a good game.
And for anyone else to play a bit of Rainbow Islands, Pixel Vixen over there in the corner, yeah, you can go and get in touch there. She's got a dedicated machine there for it. And if you want to run your own game competition, right, we've got loads of different suggestions. Ravi and Dan from the Retro are got in touch looking for micro machines. All you got to do is take one of the open machines or ask somebody if you can borrow one of theirs, and just go around and take a few names, get a few people together, and you can have a competition. If we've got a prize, you can even use the prize as well. We've also got skid marks will be running over here soon, and we've got 4 players going, I think, at the moment, and we're trying to make it up to 8.
We will have an 8-player game though, don't worry.
Yeah. And Stunt Car Racer, we've got, as of last year, we've got 3 lovely trophies. One for the Sensible World of Soccer, one for Paper Plane, 3D printed by Daniel Sliganek, and one for Stunt Car Racer. So you can sign up for any of those you want.
And maybe just the last game to mention, did anyone here play Batman the movie? 2 people play that? Because we're going to have a long play Batman the movie over there in the corner. If you want to see, you can finish that game in one set of lives, and then the person who finishes it, whoever gets the furthest or finishes quickest wins a little prize for that as well. So that's one other game to take part in if you want.
Yeah. Cool. Lovely. Okay, we'll move on to discoveries. So a recent discovery of mine is an excellent YouTube channel called Pixel Vixen, where you can learn about art and deluxe paint all together in one lovely package. And the artist in question is actually here today, and this is some of her work that you can see. But she doesn't just show her own work though on Twitter. On her YouTube channel, she shows how colour works. You can learn about hue, saturation, and value, being taught through the interface of deluxe paint. It's absolutely excellent. If you're a digital photographer or have any interest in that stuff, it's actually well worth taking a look at. So well done.
Now, I'm fully aware there's a large Polish contingent here, but Adam Podstawczynski, am I doing that okay? More or less? Okay, thank you, that's it. Definitely not a no anyway. Right, so this guy has a great website where he's taken beauty shots basically of loads of different retro computers, and there's some really unusual kit, but have we got some of them here? Yeah. So he just sets them up nicely, has a nice scene set up, and has just a little bit about the machine, and they're really, really nice photographs of the machines. Some really, really weird ones on there that are very interesting to have a look at.
Yeah, and speaking of going back to the subject of art again, Mark McFadden, who hasn't arrived yet, but he sent me an image of Batman that he painted in deluxe paint back in the 90s and sent into Amiga format, and they actually printed it in their magazine. And this is a scan he made of it way back, and thankfully he still has it in good condition. It's pretty cool. So Mark will be with us either later tonight or tomorrow. I can't remember what time he's coming out.
No, so this might not be news to some of you, but Bambi Amiga is a full-time web server that runs 24/7 all year on an Amiga 1200. The owner is not here yet, but he will be here, and he's usually here for the weekend. But yeah, if you have an Amiga related website that you want to host it, you can talk to him, and he's very good rates, usually involving a couple of beers. So yeah, definitely have a chat with him when he gets here. Darren Glenn is his name, and it's a very, very interesting setup he has.
Okay, let's move on to community events. We're actually going to be very cheeky. There's only one event we're going to talk about, and that's Amiga Ireland 2020. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves. It's the 17th and 18th of January here in Athlone next year, so put it in your diaries, and you can get tickets on Eventbrite starting in the next couple of days. Why not get in early? And next we've got a technical question for Rob.
I've got a list of 3 technical questions here, actually from attendees, I think, yeah?
That's right.
Okay, well, the first one is, can you tell me where I should start troubleshooting my A500? We're looking to even power on because I don't trust the PSU. Well, to be honest, the Amiga PSUs aren't nearly as dodgy as the Commodore 64 ones, and it's probably not the end of the world. So it's worth trying as it is. The 500 is a fairly robust machine. If it has a battery in there, it might be leaking and damage it, but powering it up isn't going to make a difference there. So if it does have a battery on the expansion, you want to get rid of that. But in general, the power supply is probably fine. And if you really don't trust the power supply, if you have reason to think, if it's been sitting in a bucket of water for a year or whatever, you can get replacement ones fairly easily, or find someone who does electronic repairs, because they're easy also to hollow out and to fit a new internals into. So it still looks original, but it has a brand new power supply guts inside it. So that's an easy way of doing it. Next, how can I repair a bricked C64C power supply that's causing all the sockets in the house to trip?
That's from Gerald. Is Gerald here? There's
yeah.
Gerald,
Yeah, well, I would say fix that by putting it in the bin. So the C64 power supplies are dodgy, and they do take the machine with them. They sometimes trip other stuff out as well. I would not trust that power supply as far as I could fire it. So I would, you can get nice new ones online. There are lots of people making them. You can even build them yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
Would you like to take Gerald onto the mic for this? He can ask the last question himself.
Would you like to take the mic, Gerald, or are you happy?
Yeah, the last question's from Gerald as well.
Okay, it's okay, we can just read it out. Yeah.
Okay, C64C with a red LED and a black screen. As a total beginner, I'd love to be able to resurrect it myself. Any tips, resources for replacing capacitors for a complete noob with no soldering experience? You know what? Honestly, I'm not that familiar with the C64, but capacitors-wise, it's not that big a deal. It's if you do want to change them, then fine. I can't imagine it's capacitors that are causing the problem unless they've had some sort of crazy failure. But it shouldn't really be the capacitors. It is possible that a dodgy power supply has done some damage. Usually the RAM chips are the first to go on a C64 when that happens. So yeah, it's hard to know. If you get a known good power supply and try it, that's a way to work around it. But other than that, you're gonna need someone who's sort of a specialist at C64 stuff, because it's difficult to say, because you should be able to just learn. And there are lots of guides on it. All the schematics are online and available. There are guides on YouTube about desoldering and resoldering. There's nothing special about the C64 motherboard really. It's all through-hole stuff. You can, if you're careful, you can solder that and desolder stuff with normal soldering and desoldering tools. Yeah, it's not that big a deal, but if there are some problems with failed chips, someone who has experience with a C64 will be able to spot that much quicker than starting off from scratch. So I would say if you have a working C64 to compare it to and swap chips, that might be a good place to start. But just be aware that if you've got a dead machine, it might also kill the new working chips.
Thanks, Rob. And thanks for the questions. Okay, so some online activity. We're going to keep it minimal today. We've got 3 new members on the group online. Helg Kvalheim, Jerome Tell, and Matthew Brow. So welcome to the group.
Yeah, and we'd also like to thank people for donating. So big thank you to Paul Harrington, Matty Whittle, John Mullins, and Shane Clinton.
Yeah, thanks very much, everybody. Music was by virtualdimensions.de and Banjo Gayani. Don't go anywhere, because in the next 2 minutes, I think, we're going to have, or less even, we're going to have John Schauler of the Amigos podcast up, and we're going to finish out with the theme tune from Mortal Kombat movie. Thank you, good luck.
Thanks, bye-bye.
1, 2. Okay, everybody. John's got some interesting stuff planned. He's going to need a few contestants to come up and join him. So we get your attention for a few minutes while he does that. We've got some prizes organised. Okay, so we want to thank the donors of the prizes. For starters, Amiga Future have donated some magazines. So everybody who comes up and participates in what John has going on is going to get some magazines. And also the winners of each round is going to get an Amiga Forever and a C64 Forever lifetime upgrade pack. And all you have to do is give us your email address. Okay, so I'm going to hand you over to John now.
Hello, Amiga Ireland! It's time for 10 questions that will change your life, maybe. We are going to do Amiga trivia. This is only available to those of you that really know something about the Amiga. I can't imagine anybody in here knows anything about the Amiga. If you think you know your stuff, you know Amiga trivia day in, day out, raise your hand right now. Who wants to come up here and participate? Don't be shy. I might have built this up a little bit too much. Come on up, come on up, come on up. Woo! All right, we need 2 more people to fill out our resume. All right, we got another contestant up here. 1 more. Have a seat, have a seat. We provided chairs for you, for your comfort. 1 more person. Who will be the third to round out the holy trifecta of Amiga Trivia Masters? Come on, don't be shy, guys. 1 more person. 1 more person. It will not hurt. These questions won't be that hard, I promise. You can win fabulous prizes. Fabulous prizes. We can't start without 1 more. Don't make me volunteer early. Anybody? Going once? All right. Okay, so if you all will just use the microphone, you might need to scoot that out from yourself a little bit. And please introduce yourselves. Go ahead.
I start? Yeah. Alright, I'm Martin Riley, otherwise known as Reflection, from Norway.
Hi, I'm Vicky, and I come from the Brighton in the UK. That's it really, I'm Pixel Vixen, I was mentioning a moment ago.
Marvin from Holland, nickname Drachma5.
Fantastic, thank you all so much for playing. This is the way the game works. There are 10 questions. We have paper and we have pens that we have not given you. We also have things that were written upon. Thank you for our very lovely assistant that went over to the pound store and bought things to write on. Okay, we're going to need to, yeah, we'll just get things started. Here you go. And pens. Okay, we're going to need all those papers torn out. That's fine. Thank you. This is Pixels at Dawn. Ian from England. He is fellow Amiga Trivia head and my awesome assistant. Okay, so this is going to work just like a pub quiz. So each of you is going to write your answer, and then you are going to show your answer to the audience for both glory and ridicule. So the first question, or the first category, is hardware. Okay? The question is, what is the name of the Amiga user interface system software developed by R.J. Michael? Reveal your answers. All right, 3 for 3. Very good, very good. Okay. Question number 2. You can just put number 2 on your paper. We'll pass on more papers. Okay, this category is Amiga Corp. What slogan did Amiga advertise with on a billboard placed next to Sega's UK offices? I'll say that one more time. What slogan did Amiga advertise with on a billboard placed next to Sega's UK offices? Reveal your answers. Okay, we got 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Sorry, Reflections. It will be, to be this good takes Sega ages. Okay, question number 3. The category is Amiga on TV and at the movies. The question is, what film is Billy Crystal seen with an Amiga 3000 on his desk? What film was Billy Crystal seen with an Amiga 3000 on his desk? Reveal your answers.
Go for 3 questions.
The correct answer was City Slickers. City Slickers. Pixels, you may want to move.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. The next category is software. Okay, get ready. I bet a bunch of you will know this one. Which group created the first ever virus on the Amiga? Some of you might have been part of that.
If so, I gotta kick your ass.
Reveal your answers. The correct answer is the Swiss Cracking Association, SCA. Okay, we're halfway through already. Question number 5 is another hardware category. What was the Easter egg in Kickstart version 33.166, which led Commodore to pull 10,000 units off the market in the UK? Reveal your answers. The correct answer is we made Amiga, they it up. Question 6. This is another Amiga Corp question. Which 2 ex-Atari employees formed the company that eventually became responsible for the Amiga?
Oh.
3 seconds.
I got a blackout. Damn.
Reveal your answers! The correct answers are Jay Miner and Larry Kaplan.
Oh, no.
That was tricky. That was tricky.
I didn't see the answers there. Did anyone get it?
I don't.
No.
Oh, we got 1 out of 2.
May I remind you, you were saying the questions were easy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, this one might be a little bit easier. This is another Amiga on TV and at the movies. Which underwater sci-fi series? Oh, okay. We're gonna do a quick paper refill. Sorry. Which underwater sci-fi series reportedly used 60 video toasters to create its effects? Which underwater sci-fi series used reportedly 60 video toasters to create its effects?
No, I'm fine. Nothing to write.
Reveal your answers! The correct answer is Sequest DSV. Sequest DSV. A quite underrated show, not appreciated by all, but appreciated by me. Question number 8. This is a more contemporary question. Which PS4 first-person shooter features an insane amount of Amiga computers? So this is a modern game. Which PS4 shooter features an insane amount of Amiga computers? That's it. Audience, what is it? Super Hot VR is the correct answer. Reveal your answers, everybody. Okay, we're coming towards the end here. This is question 9. We are back to hardware. The A1000 famously has the signatures of the design team inside the case, including the paw print of Jay Miner's dog. But what was the dog's name? I see a lot of grins out there in the audience. They know this one. Reveal your answers! The dog's name was Mitchie. Mitchie. And your final question. Your final question. What was the original name of the company Jay Miner and Larry Kaplan founded? Five seconds. Reveal your answers. The correct answer is High Toro. All right, so Pixels at Dawn, do we have a winner?
We have a clear winner, yes.
Okay, and who is our winner?
With 7.5 points, contestant number B, Pixel Vixen.
Pixel Vixen, congratulations. You are the winner. Enjoy your complimentary copy of Amiga Forever, plus Pixels at Dawn is going to bring you an Amiga game prize pack featuring some Amigos podcast swag. If you guys don't know about the Amigos podcast, that is the weekly Amiga podcast that I host with my buddy Aaron back in the US in the lovely state of West Virginia. You can check us out. Good job, Pixel Vixen. Congratulations. All right.
Try me when I'm not drunk.
Erla, do we have time for another round? Do we have contestants for another round? Now you got the idea of how it works. You don't have to be smart. You just got to be the smartest one of the three. So just think about it that way. Okay? Except for Pixel Vixen, she's legitimately smart. But come on, let's see some hands. Come on up. Who wants to be in the next round of Amiga Trivia?
Here.
All right, come on up, guys. Come on up. We got 2 right off the bat. We need one more contestant. I can feel some of your intelligence from here. I know that you are smart. Come on.
I'm going to be the same answers.
That would make it really easy if we just repeated the questions. All right, Earl, get up here. Get up here. I know you got what it takes.
Come on.
Woo, let's give Earl a hand. Woo. Okay, this is going to be the final 10 questions of Amiga Trivia. So prep your brain, get ready. Don't forget to play along at home. We are live streaming this, by the way, on the Amigos Retro Gaming channel. So you will be forever immortalized on the YouTube. Okay, question number 1. This is Amiga on TV and at the movies. Which Wayne's World star had a brother who worked on the video toaster? Which Wayne's World star had a brother who worked on the video toaster? And this star in the movie actually wore a video toaster shirt. Reveal your answers. The answer is Dana Carvey. Dana Carvey's brother worked on the video toaster. Now that's a trivia question. All right. Software is the category. What company developed Amiga Basic?
Huh. I was first.
Reveal your answers! Correct answer, as we all know, is Microsoft. Okay, now we turn back to hardware. Okay, this is a more contemporary Amiga hardware, kind of. What is the only Amiga to have both SCSI and IDE interfaces built into the motherboard? The only Amiga to have both SCSI and IDE interfaces built into the motherboard. Reveal your answers! The answer is the 4000T. The 4000T. Actually, maybe let's go to the panel who are also the contestants. Do we know if the 4000 had that, or was it just the 4000T?
4000 did not have that.
Okay, 4000T is the correct answer. It's the only game show where we consult the contestants for the correct answer. Okay, question number 4. I appreciate you numbering them early, so keep me on track. Number 4, what month and year did, and this is closest to the closest, because it's okay if you don't know the answer. The winner of this will be closest to the correct answer. What month and year did Amiga Format publish its final issue? What month and year did Amiga Format publish its final issue? Need a month, too. Need a month, too. Month. Reveal your answers! The correct answer is May 2000. So who was the closest there? We got a 90. Erla, I think you're the winner there with March 1999.
But I have more.
You've got higher years. You've got more numbers.
Only the 4.
That counts for something, right? Okay, now we're back to, for question number 5, we're back to Amiga on TV and at the movies. What Star Trek actor went on to have a role in developing the video toaster? Reveal your answers! The correct answer is Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton. Okay.
Hey, Captain Picard, can I come to the bridge?
Shut up, Wesley. Number 6. This is software. Name the Amiga game, which is Christmas themed and features a model famous for her pose with a barbarian.
A model?
Mm-hmm. So this is a Amiga game, an Amiga Christmas themed game that features a model famous for her pose with a barbarian.
What do we do? Do we to name the person or the game?
Name the game. The name of the game. Somebody said that this was easy out there in the audience. We'll see if they know the answer. Reveal your answers! Who knows out in the audience? Maria's Christmas Box, featuring Maria Whitaker, popular pinup model from back in the day.
I'll check that out.
Make sure your kids are asleep. All right, next, for number 7, we're going back to hardware. This is another closest without going over. This is one of my favorite questions. These were all submitted by the Amigos Discord community. How many fins are there along the rear top of the Amiga 500? This is closest answer wins.
Wait, I've counted 5 500, you said.
It's the Amiga 500, but if you put 500, that's way too many.
No, I mean the Amiga 500.
Yes, the Amiga 500. Yeah.
The
How
original
many?
long ones.
That's right.
The horizontal.
That's right. The little tiny ones. Reveal your answers. The correct answer is 76. There are 76 fins on the Amiga 500.
And what are their names?
How many does it take to screw in a light bulb? All right. Number 8. We're back to Amiga Corp. Commodore and Chelsea Football Club agreed on a shirt sponsorship deal worth $1.25 million in what year? One more time. Commodore and Chelsea Football Club agreed on a shirt sponsorship deal worth $1.25 million in what year? Reveal your answers. The correct answer is 1987. 1987. Very close. Not quite. Not quite. Okay. Question number 9. This is back to Amiga hardware. Everyone knows the Amiga had a long history of B-52 song names inscribed on their motherboards. The A500 was Rock Lobster. The A600 was, right? The A1200 was, right? Well, you should be backed up. It's like, yeah, you do real well at this game. You should try it sometime. And the A590 was, this one, yeah, this one's not a computer motherboard, but it was Party Mix. Okay? Now, this theme ended with the CD32 motherboard, which is probably the reason why it tanked. Which group was responsible for Spellbound on the CD32 board? Which group song was that? Spellbound. I thought somebody would know this. It doesn't look like it. It's not B-52s, it's a different group. It is Pixel Vixen, bonus point. Okay, so nobody got that one. So, okay. Question. Nobody got that one. Okay, we'll have another question number 9. Question number 9, part 2. All Amiga copyrights, patents, and trademarks passed from SCOM to what U.S. PC clone maker in 1997? So after SCOM lost the rights to Amiga copyrights, patents, and trademarks, what U.S. PC clone maker got them in 1997? Reveal your answer. The correct answer is Gateway 2000. Gateway 2000.
Is it correct?
Yeah, Gateway.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know.
There's not like a gateway that's not Gateway 2000. So we can. Okay, and we haven't had too many game questions, so we'll finish off number 10 with a game question. Name the first 4 soldiers recruited at Boot Hill in the original Cannon Fodder. This is one of those where you can, everybody knows 3, but it's that 4th one, and it might not be the same 4th one you can't remember.
Don't.
Just picture it in your mind. And since this is the last question, we'll do whoever gets the most. If we don't all win, we'll win a point. Okay, reveal your answers. And the final Amiga trivia question for Amiga Ireland 2019 is Jules, Jops, Stu, and RJ. RJ. He's like Dopey, the dwarf that everybody forgets. So. All right. Pixels, do we have a winner?
We don't. We have a tie.
Oh!
Which one?
So who is tied?
It's not me. Though I won like.
So yes, we have 4 points each for Erla and Demetrius on the other end there.
Oh, Erla and Demetrius. Okay. Now, here is your tiebreaker question. This one's for all the marbles. Who has a monstrous time in Shadow of the Beast? What is the character's name in Shadow of the Beast?
It's okay, I think we may be moving on to tiebreaker 2.
Tiebreaker 2! Oh, I'm sorry. The answer is Airbron. A-A-R-B-R-O-N. A name which will surely be remembered throughout the ages, like Ozymandias. Okay. This is the real final tiebreaker question. What was the release date of the Amiga 1000? Closest to the date wins. Reveal your answers. The correct release date was July 23rd, 1985. So, looks like Erla, you're the winner. Congratulations. So, Erla, enjoy this prize pack prepared for you by the Amigos podcast, as well as the lovely things that you have already promised yourself to receive.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody, for watching and participating. Enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you. That was really good. Thanks. No problem. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So in my effort to get away from the stage, the next thing up in a couple of minutes is the mod competition. We've had 8 submissions of music and we've got some score sheets here done up. Can you just get a rough idea how many people are interested in actually judging? Okay, basically you're just going to get a sheet and you'll mark each song from 0 to 10 and we'll do the adding up and all that and stuff like that. Okay, bear with me 2 seconds, I'll just grab some sheets and I'll hand them out.
As long as I'm not the only one. Because I definitely don't want my opinion to be skewed. That's at least something I do know a little bit more about that general Amiga stuff. I just know games on.
So I have a few original games and stuff I think with the 500. Do you want to do it right there? Do you want to have simple prizes? Enjoy the quiz.
Hey, Erla, are we done up here for tonight? Is there anything else?
Dave and Trevor will be here after dinner.
Okay, but I can shut the live stream down for right now. There's nothing immediately involved. Okay, okay, awesome, thank you.
You can take that.
Judging what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm looking for the score sheet to replace them as well.
Oh, right.
What time? Can you see what time that starts? The next thing? The next thing, yeah. Does he have a time, or is it just like...
Yeah. 6 o'clock. 10 minutes.
Oh, it starts in 10 minutes?
No, sorry, no. The mod, the judging the music is in 10 minutes.
Oh.
David and Trevor will be after the dinner. So.
Oh, okay. Are you going to be doing that up here?
Good question. I probably won't be. No, because I'm going to have to sit at the Amiga.
Okay.
To load them up, yeah.
Okay. So what time is the next thing that's going to happen on the main stage?
About 8:15, 8:30.
Okay, I'll just tell people because they'll come back and watch.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. This is great.
Everyone seems to enjoy this. Very jealous. Maybe they'll turn.
These grants.